we saw a Sheesh Mahal of Arvind Kejriwal being built here in New Delhi. Now we have a Sheesh Mahal of the South. Do you think this kind of conspicuous expenditure on residences, government use buildings, even if they were that, is this something that should actually be allowed? Because this is the taxpayers' money, and prioritization of projects, isn't there supposed to be an SOP or a blueprint on how government should function on this?
Of course, there should be. As an individual, I do think that there should be a SOP. But looking at YSR, I can see that he has essentially been a congressman since long. This is a typical Congress culture. This is a typical Congress culture where you splurge public money, exchequer's money, on your own delight, for your own delight. I mean, you just quoted Sheesh Mahal. It is only 180 crore. Now, what we are seeing in a state like Andhra, who's struggling to just create a new capital for itself in Amravati, now 500 crores in Vizag. What for? All these public money, and you claim that you are working for poor, you are working for this. Now, if you see Telangana government, every place you will find Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi's picture in the back, in every government office, every minister's office. So, splurging of public exchequer money, they think that it's their right, they can do it if they are in power. There is no sanctity of spending the public money on public, but rather they should spend on themselves.
Well said. And Anand,
कहावत थी कि जो जमीन सरकारी है वो जमीन हमारी है. That is the thing.
Absolutely. And Anand Ranganathan, Arvind Kejriwal's 50 crore Sheesh Mahal, there is a commode worth 4.5 lakh rupees for just a dignitary to sit on every morning. And then there is a bathtub of 36 lakh rupees. Just what's going on in this country, and is there no sensitivity towards the people of this country? And the fact that this is hard-earned money of taxpayers, you and me and many of our viewers watching tonight, they've paid for all of this. 4.5 lakh rupees for a commode and 36 lakhs for a bathtub. I mean, who's going to bathe in it?
I, for one, would love to bathe in it, Navika, because just for the experience to find.
36 lakh के bathtub में आप bathe करेंगे तो आप क्या बन जाएंगे? What will you become?
No, but Navika,
Angelina Jolie coming out of the bathtub.
Oh, not me.
No, I'm just saying.
You perhaps. No, but Navika, first of all, let me just say I am becoming a bit of a fan of Mr. Reddy. I think his no holds barred exposition is really fantastic. So kudos to him.
Kudos to you.
And he stated the fact, because the Honorable YSR spokesperson has to answer the fact that Mr. Reddy is right. Mr. Pawan Kalyan was indeed stopped, and huge restrictions were put on him when he wanted to expose what was happening exactly on this Rushikonda thing, the so-called palace. But here, may I please, just less than a minute, gently castigate you as well, because I know you never mind and you get castigations from all sorts. What you've done, what all the three other pillars of our democracy have done, is exactly what the police used to do in Bollywood movies of the 70s. You come after the crime has been committed with sirens blaring. Kejriwal spent 50 crores of our money. YSR allegedly spent 500 crores of our money. You are exposing this. Great, well done. But you're exposing it after that money has been spent.
Thank you very much, Anand Ranganathan. In future, we will be the police gear all over the country. We will not be journalists. We will do all the law enforcement exercises in this country and be extra judicial authorities doing all of this. But in the end, I just want to ask Dr. Pulla Rao. My basic question: build whatever you want to if you're calling it a government. Okay, if I buy that explanation that it is a government building, then why was Mr. Pawan Kalyan stopped? A government building is for everybody. Why was Mr. Pawan Kalyan stopped from going in? Why was he kept away? Because it's a government building. It belongs to everybody who's a citizen of Andhra and a citizen of India.
Well, sometimes one has to defend the indefensible. You simply say why he couldn't go in. It was under construction, therefore he couldn't go in. But the most important part, Navika, is that to view this in isolation is not correct. You have to go back to 2014. Right from then, I have two of my friends there representing both of the parties. The allegations are both partly correct against each other. From 2014, money has been spent by decree, but no inquiry has been done. No inquiry, only this has come out after the government
I
fell.
completely
Was there a
respect you,
conspiracy
Dr.
of silence
Pulla Rao, but
by
two
government?
wrongs do not make a right. Yes, political equations do change, but in the eyes of the Indian citizens, this cannot be condoned. Just because X has made a mistake, so Y will also make a mistake, then what is the difference between party X and party Y? The point is, be answerable to the people who have chosen you. And if this is government property, then everybody should have a right over it. And secrecy, if there was secrecy of this kind that people are only getting to know about it now, it definitely raises the question, why was there so much secrecy? What were you trying to hide? And that question is a question that people of India will continue to ask, because somebody's poverty cannot be somebody else's splurge. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists, and thank you viewers for joining me on the News Hour tonight.